Morning, Steve here in Chicago with the morning grain comment. Well, it's Tuesday, and we start the week out with prices a little bit unchanged. We've got beans and corn a little bit lower, wheat a little bit higher. On Friday, the Chinese came out and said that they would be willing over the next 6 years to buy $1 trillion worth of U.S. goods to erase the $325 billion deficit. I think everyone thought that that was positive. So you had the stock market, you had copper, you had crude, you had beans, you had corn, you had hogs higher. Because all those, especially in the grain side of things, are on a shopping list that they could come in and buy. Over the weekend, though, it was suggested by a Bloomberg article that there's still hurdles in which, especially in intellectual properties, that have not been resolved yet. And the White House advisory said that it probably will take a while before we have a deal. So overnight, stocks, crude, beans, corn, copper are all lower. So it just kind of feels like all of these things are joined together with one basic fundamental trading, and that's the trade war and when it's going to be resolved. Down in South America, only light showers in the Brazil dry areas. The extended outlook on Friday suggested there might be rains in the second week in those dry areas. This morning, those maps are drier. We did see one private group lower their estimate of the Brazil soybean crop 1 million tons to 115. We haven't had any data in a month out of the USDA, and their last number was 122. They also lowered the corn number to 92 million tons. That's down 1 million tons, and USDA is at 94.5. They pretty much kept their Argentina numbers unchanged, but both their corn and soybean number is below the USDA number. So all in all, there's about 7.5 million tons of beans and 4.5 million tons of corn less by these private groups than what the USDA has been saying. Funds, big buyers of beans and a small amount of wheat, meal, and oil on Friday. They're estimated to be pretty much even, the beans, short a little bit of meal and wheat, and long 126,000 contracts of corn. The only thing we're getting from the USDA is weekly export inspections. For the beans, somewhere between 25 and 28, corn 31 to 34, and wheat 14 to 18. And again, for the most part, these numbers are below the pace, especially in beans and wheat, to meet the USDA's export number. So again, we're trading trade war. Looks like we're on the defensive overnight. Weather in South America looks a little supportive. Funds really don't have a position in these marketplaces as we go through the growing season in South America and get ready for the growing season in the U.S. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.